Hello Simply Hustlers, this is Konstantinos. We're here for the second part of the 22 social media trends for 2022. Are you ready? Before we move forward, let's subscribe please, and let's do this. So trend number 12. Brands, big brands, small brands, medium brands are shifting budget from paid ads, Google ads, social media ads, towards user-generated content. What does this mean? This means more money for you and me. Paid ads are not anymore as effective as they were, or they're getting more and more expensive. Influencer marketing is growing, especially in channels like TikTok or Instagram, and brands love paying people to generate content for them instead of doing that themselves. So trust me, I get tons of branded partnerships, and big brands in every single field, in every industry, dedicate monthly budgets in order to pay you and me to create content for them. So as I say all the time, take content creation as a serious game, not a hobby. Number 13, the social media mindset is totally broken. What do I mean by that? People still have very wrong expectations when they join a social media platform. TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, you name it. They go in the platform and they have this entitlement that the platform owes them followers, owes them engagement, owes them branded partnerships. Guess what? You haven't earned it, you don't get it. So this mindset of people going on social media like they're entitled to growth is not working anymore. It's the greatest recipe for failure. So unless you shift the mindset towards maximizing the amount of value that you want to create in the platforms, you will not reach the point you desire. So the problem with people is that most of the times the number they have in their heads when it comes to success on social media never really fits the amount of value that they are able to create or they want to create. So if you want to reach this level, double down whatever is the value you're already creating. Copycats are fading. Authenticity is winning. We have seen so many copycats on social media. We have seen thousands, millions of different accounts copying each other and still growing. Guess what? This doesn't happen anymore. Social media today and people that are really winning big time are not in the platforms to copy other creators, are not reproducing the same things all the time. They're authentic, they speak their minds, they express themselves, they're sharing their own stories that they are unique, and that's what has the greatest impact on the audience. So the more saturated any social media platform gets, the more authenticity will win. Twitter Spaces is taking over the audio content. You remember the hype with Clubhouse 1 year ago? It didn't really follow the hype that TikTok did, which is still growing. And I think that Twitter Spaces played a huge role in that. So Twitter saw the opportunity in the audio content, already had a huge amount of users, and added Twitter Spaces, which in reality is copying Clubhouse. And now people have the opportunity to create rooms, invite their followers, and create discussions, different groups, which makes Twitter more humanized than before, which was all about bite-sized tweets and info without real life behind it. Don't get me wrong, Twitter is an amazing platform. It's really unique. It has tons of traction, but this feature, the audio feature, adds a totally new angle in the platform. And I think it's gonna take share from podcasts and new users that don't really love Twitter, but they love audio content. So we talked before in part 1 about the opportunity of LinkedIn. And if you have a B2B business, I don't really understand why you're not focusing on LinkedIn right now, big time. LinkedIn is great not for community building, but for lead generation. So if you're looking to attract clients as a B2B business, as a business that is here to offer services to other businesses, LinkedIn, together with short video, for me, is the recipe to success. So totally targeted audience with a content type that they love watching, along with amazing organic reach. What else do you want? Inclusivity is more important than ever. Any social media account is as strong as the engagement of its community. I don't care if you have a big following, if your followers are not engaged, you don't really have much. I've seen people with really tiny audiences being super engaged and making tons of money because of that. And guess what is the best way to have an engaged audience? It's inclusivity. It's make them feel that they're not just followers, but they're part of a community, a group of people with the same purpose. They're being heard, and they're not just a number within your following. And that's why you need to make them feel like that. Open discussions, answer your DMs, answer your comments without being a diva, and create content that answers their questions. Another trend that I see, which is a huge breakthrough for the entire digital marketing industry, is the fact that social media platforms have a very specific objective. They want people to be on the platforms for as long as possible, doing as much as possible. And one of these things that social media platforms want people to do in the platforms is shopping. You've seen what's happening with Instagram shopping. TikTok is already going towards this direction. And what I believe that eventually will happen is that social media will give you the opportunity to have your own shop within the platform without even needing to have an e-commerce store. So people see the products, they buy the products, they pay within the platform, and they never get out of it to do it. So guess what? Social media are killing gradually e-commerce stores. TikTok education is a huge trend. Whatever you want to promote, whatever is the business that you're running, if you're not going on TikTok to educate people about your field, your industry, and teach anything you want about this category, you're not gonna win in the platform. If you wanna learn more about that, check my course in the description, where I showcase exactly what you need to do no matter what industry you're in. If you browse among different hashtags, you're gonna see that people that are using hashtags like learn on TikTok, ask on TikTok are getting tons of traction. And that's not because of the hashtag. It's because TikTok loves people teaching stuff within the platform. Pinterest pinned videos is a new gem. I've recently experimented with Pinterest once I got this feature available in Greece of getting my videos from TikTok and repurposing them on Pinterest, and the results were mind-blowing. This is my analytics the last 45 days from Pinterest. You see that just the last month I have 6 million monthly views, and that's without even putting 1 hour of work in that. All I did was asking my team to repurpose my videos and post them on Pinterest. And a pro tip here, especially if you're focusing on female audience, Pinterest, as you see here in my analytics, is an amazing playfield for you. Finally, something super fresh, we saw it just recently. So Instagram will give the opportunity to creators to generate premium content and have subscribers from their audience that have exclusive access to this specific content. So imagine this, you have 150K, 250K on your platform. And by enabling the subscription feature, if you decide to generate premium content for those people, you can have 1,000, 2,000 people paying you $10, $15 per month, as much as you decide. And this can be a huge revenue stream coming from the people that are already following you and trusting you. And that's why I always say to people, treat content creation like a very important task. The ways that content creators, established content creators will have to make money in the future are gonna be endless. So if you want to play this game, treat it seriously. And finally, a bonus tip for you. As we said before, engagement of communities is everything. And especially if you start now, you need to earn it manually. You gotta do the reps. You gotta start manually connecting with people, DMing them, commenting on others' posts, becoming the follower that you want to have. So spend at least 1 hour per day reaching out to others, engaging with others' posts in order to build a solid, engaged community. So this is it. Part 2, it's over. 22 social media trends for 2022. I think you have everything you need to go out and nail it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel because much more is coming for you. And until next time, do it simply.